Everyone knows turmeric is good for aging. It can reduce inflammation, support your joints, improve sleep, and even boost memory. But still, millions of people over 60 take turmeric daily and feel no better because they're unknowingly combining it with the wrong foods. And no one has told them this. According to research, curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, is extremely sensitive to certain components in food. When it meets opposing ingredients, curcumin gets broken down, can't be absorbed, and its benefits drop to almost zero. Even worse, some food pairings can upset digestion and make inflammation worse. In this video, you'll discover 3 foods you should absolutely avoid when taking turmeric. 3 science-backed combinations that actually unlock its full healing power. If you're taking turmeric every day but haven't felt a difference, stay with me until the end. The real reason it's not working might be hiding in your favorite morning sauce. Have you been combining turmeric with any of these? Comment below to find out if your meals are helping or harming your health. You might add turmeric to your scrambled eggs in the morning, then melt a slice of processed cheese on top. Or maybe you stir it into a flavored yogurt, thinking you're boosting your breakfast. These combinations sound harmless, maybe even smart. But what if I told you they might be quietly canceling out every benefit turmeric is supposed to give you? Processed dairy products, things like American cheese slices, powdered creamers, sweetened yogurts, and pre-shredded cheese are staples in many kitchens. They're convenient, comforting, and familiar, but they come with a hidden cost. These foods are often loaded with additives, preservatives, artificial stabilizers, emulsifiers, and sugar. For younger people with robust digestion, your body might manage just fine. But for those of us over 60, these added ingredients can slow everything down, starting with your stomach. As we age, our digestive enzymes decrease, our metabolism slows, and our gut lining becomes more sensitive. When your system struggles to break down food, it also struggles to absorb nutrients. And that includes curcumin, the golden compound in turmeric, responsible for all its healing effects. But here's the part most people don't realize. Some dairy proteins can actually bind to curcumin molecules, forming a compound your body can't fully absorb. So, even if you're faithfully adding turmeric to your daily routine, your body might not be getting any of the benefits just because of what you're eating it with. Instead of reducing inflammation or easing joint pain, curcumin just passes through your body, unused, unnoticed. Think about your golden milk made with dairy milk, or a turmeric latte that uses flavored creamer. Think about adding turmeric to scrambled eggs topped with cheese. These all sound healthy-ish, but when you look deeper, they may be robbing turmeric of its healing potential. And that means your knees still ache. Your energy stays low. Your focus never quite sharpens. It's frustrating, isn't it? You're doing something you believe is good for your body, yet you're not getting results. That kind of invisible setback can shake your confidence. But here's the good news. The solution is simple. Swap out processed dairy for plant-based alternatives that don't interfere with curcumin. Unsweetened almond milk, oat milk, or coconut milk are excellent options. They're easier to digest, free from disruptive proteins, and pair beautifully with turmeric. Plus, they add natural creaminess to your drinks and dishes without artificial junk. If you're someone who loves the comfort of warm milk before bed, try this. Heat up a cup of oat milk, stir in half a teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, and a touch of raw honey. It's soothing, delicious, and most importantly, effective. Or try making a savory breakfast bowl, turmeric sautéed vegetables with olive oil, quinoa, and avocado no cheese needed. The flavor is rich, the texture satisfying, and your body can actually use what you're giving it. Here's the bottom line: if you want turmeric to work, you have to give it the right environment. That means avoiding processed dairy, especially when you're relying on turmeric for inflammation, digestion, or brain support. These foods quietly block turmeric from doing its job. So next time you reach for that slice of cheese or flavored creamer, pause for a second. Ask yourself, is this helping my body or holding it back? With one small shift, you can finally unlock turmeric's full potential and let it do what it was meant to do. If you're still watching and finding this information helpful, drop a 1 in the comments to let me know you're with me. And let's move on to the second item, which might surprise you. Now, take a look at something that's probably sitting right in the door of your fridge. A small bottle, maybe 2. The label might say zesty, refreshing, or even 100% natural. You might use it to mix salad dressings, pickle vegetables, or flavor a favorite dipping sauce. These tangy additions make meals more enjoyable, no doubt about it. But when paired with turmeric, they might just confuse your body more than help it. That's because vinegar-heavy foods like bottled vinaigrettes, pickles, ketchup, mustard, and even apple cider vinegar tonics are incredibly acidic. And turmeric, though powerful, is surprisingly fragile. Its key compound, curcumin, is sensitive to changes in pH, especially when exposed to high-acid environments like vinegar. From a chemistry perspective, vinegar is acetic acid, strong, sharp, and capable of altering how certain nutrients behave inside your body. So what happens when you mix turmeric and vinegar together in the same meal? The acidity can begin to destabilize curcumin before your body even has the chance to absorb it. Instead of reaching your bloodstream and fighting inflammation, curcumin may be broken down or flushed out wasted, just like that. And for older adults, the problem gets worse. Our digestive systems become more delicate with age. Many people over 60 experience acid reflux, bloating, or discomfort even after healthy meals. Combine turmeric with a vinegar-based salad or a pickle-heavy sandwich, and suddenly you're left wondering why your gut feels tight or your turmeric regimen isn't working. I've heard from people who add turmeric into apple cider vinegar shots, believing they're supercharging their morning. But for many, that combo can irritate the stomach lining, spike acid production, and create more harm than healing. It's a well-meaning mistake, but one that can quietly undo the benefits you're counting on. So what's the fix? Do you have to give up all those tangy flavors you enjoy? Not at all. It's not that vinegar is bad, it just needs to be timed wisely. Instead of combining it directly with turmeric, try separating them. Have vinegar-based foods in a different meal or at least an hour apart. Better yet, swap the dressing on your turmeric-rich lunch with a healthier alternative. A splash of extra virgin olive oil, a squeeze of lemon juice, and a pinch of black pepper. Not only is this combination tasty and gentle on digestion, it actually enhances curcumin absorption thanks to the healthy fat and the piperine from pepper. Or if you're making soup or a turmeric-rich rice dish, skip the splash of vinegar at the end. Let the turmeric shine without interruption. The bottom line: turmeric needs a calm, supportive environment to do its best work. Vinegar creates turbulence, especially in an aging gut. Don't pair them in the same meal. Give turmeric the space it deserves. You're not giving up flavor. You're giving turmeric the best chance to heal you from the inside out. Now let's talk about something sweet, something that brings comfort, familiarity, and a quiet sense of routine, especially in the early morning hours. Maybe it's a warm muffin next to your coffee, a bowl of cereal that reminds you of childhood, or a slice of banana bread passed down from your mother's recipe box. These moments feel gentle and nostalgic, but when paired with turmeric, they may quietly be working against the very healing you're hoping for. That's because sugar, while comforting, is also inflammation's favorite fuel. It causes your blood sugar to spike, taxes your metabolism, and over time contributes to heart problems, joint stiffness, and cognitive decline. Turmeric, on the other hand, is nature's anti-inflammatory designed to calm, soothe, and protect. So when you take turmeric alongside high-sugar foods like boxed cereals, sweetened granola bars, breakfast pastries, or even low-fat healthy muffins, you're sending your body two completely opposite messages. One ingredient is fighting inflammation. The other is fueling it. And unfortunately, turmeric can't win that battle. Even worse, high-sugar foods slow digestion. They create spikes and crashes in your energy levels, and they interfere with how your body absorbs key nutrients. That includes curcumin, the active compound in turmeric. So even if you're diligently taking turmeric every day, pairing it with a sugary breakfast may be preventing it from ever reaching your bloodstream. The curcumin gets lost in the process, flushed away before it can support your joints, your memory, or your immune system. And here's the tricky part. It doesn't have to be candy or donuts. It could be something you think is healthy. A turmeric muffin from the health food store. A protein bar with organic cane syrup in the ingredients. Or your morning detox granola with dried fruit and honey. The sugar may be hiding behind labels, but it still disrupts what turmeric is trying to do inside you. So, does this mean you have to give up sweetness altogether? Not at all. Comfort can still be delicious and even sweet if you're smart about your choices. The key is choosing whole, natural sources of sugar that don't flood your system or sabotage your healing. Start your day with unsweetened oatmeal, topped with blueberries and a dash of turmeric. Make a smoothie with banana, almond butter, a splash of oat milk, and half a teaspoon of turmeric. Or try whole grain toast with a layer of nut butter and a small drizzle of raw honey. These options offer sweetness with fiber, healthy fats, and steady energy release without throwing your system into chaos. If you still crave something baked, try making your own. Use almond flour, mashed banana, and just a touch of maple syrup. Add turmeric and black pepper for extra anti-inflammatory punch. You can even make turmeric energy balls with oats, chia seeds, and cinnamon. Sweet, satisfying, and healing all in one bite. So here's the takeaway. If you're using turmeric to reduce inflammation, don't sabotage its effect with sugar. Skip the boxed cereals. Avoid pastries that spike your insulin. Be cautious with health foods that sneak sugar in. Because sometimes the thing that feels most comforting might be the very thing holding your body back from healing. Turmeric wants to help you, but first, it needs your help. Let's talk about something small, something simple, something you probably have sitting quietly on your kitchen shelf right now. It's not expensive. It's not trending on health blogs. It doesn't come with fancy labels like superfood or anti-aging. But this tiny, humble ingredient could make the difference between turmeric working or not working at all. It's black pepper. Yes, the same pepper you sprinkle on your eggs, your soup, or your salad. It might just be turmeric's most important ally and the one that makes all the difference when it comes to actually getting results. Here's why. Turmeric contains curcumin, the compound responsible for its golden color and powerful anti-inflammatory benefits. But curcumin has a major downside: your body can barely absorb it on its own. In fact, research shows that without any help, less than 2% of curcumin makes it into your bloodstream. That means that even if you're taking turmeric every day in your tea, your smoothie, your golden milk, it may be going to waste. But when you combine turmeric with even just a pinch of black pepper, something incredible happens. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine, and piperine has been shown in multiple studies to boost curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. Yes, you read that right, not 20, not 200, 2,000%. That's not a small improvement. That's the difference between curcumin barely making a dent in your inflammation and actually reaching your joints, your brain, and your heart where it can go to work. Think of turmeric as the key and black pepper. It's the hand that turns the lock. So how can you use it? You don't need much. A tiny pinch of freshly ground black pepper is enough. Stir it into your turmeric tea. Add it to your scrambled eggs. Mix it into your soups, stews, or smoothies. The flavor change is barely noticeable, but the impact on your health can be significant. And if you're taking turmeric in supplement form, here's something important. Check the label. Look for the word piperine or bioperine, a patented, concentrated extract of black pepper. If it's not listed, chances are your supplement isn't being absorbed well, no matter how high the dose looks on the bottle. Now, here's something many people don't realize. Not all black pepper is created equal. Pre-ground pepper, the kind that sits on grocery store shelves for months, can lose potency over time. For the best results, use freshly cracked black peppercorns. You'll get more piperine, more aroma, and more support for your turmeric. Even better, pair turmeric and black pepper with a little healthy fat like olive oil, avocado, or coconut milk. Since curcumin is fat-soluble, the combination of piperine and fat creates the perfect environment for absorption. It's a small adjustment, but it turns your daily turmeric habit from hopeful to powerful. Imagine this: a warm mug of turmeric tea with a pinch of black pepper and a swirl of oat milk. Simple, soothing, and finally effective. You've been doing the right thing by adding turmeric to your routine. But now it's time to make it work better. Black pepper doesn't cost much. It doesn't need a spotlight. But it quietly unlocks the healing potential you've been hoping for. Because sometimes the smallest changes make the biggest difference. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, type 1 in the comments to let me know you're with me, because what we're about to cover next might completely change how you take turmeric. If you've made it this far, thank you for sticking with me. I truly hope what you've learned so far is helping you make more informed, gentle decisions for your health. Now, let's move into the fifth key, and this one surprises even those who've been taking turmeric for years. Let me ask, when you take turmeric, do you swallow it with water? Mix it into a smoothie? Maybe sprinkle it on food without thinking much about it? That's how most people do it. But here's something you may not know: curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, is fat-soluble. That means it doesn't dissolve in water. It needs fat to be properly absorbed, to travel through your digestive system, and finally enter your bloodstream. Without fat, curcumin just floats around, unable to access your body's transport systems. It may move through your digestive tract unused, almost completely wasted. And for older adults, especially those using turmeric to ease joint pain, support memory, or reduce inflammation, this detail becomes even more critical. As we age, our digestion slows down and nutrient absorption becomes less efficient. Turmeric needs a little help. It can't do the work alone. The good news: You don't need to eat a lot of fat. You just need to choose the right kind. Healthy fats like extra virgin olive oil, avocado, walnuts, almonds, chia seeds, flax seeds, and fatty fish like salmon are your best allies. Think of them as the boat that carries curcumin through your system, helping it arrive exactly where it's needed: your joints, your brain, your heart. So what does this look like in real life? If you're making soup, add a spoonful of olive oil at the end with your turmeric. Making a smoothie, toss in a slice of avocado or a spoonful of almond butter. Roasting vegetables, drizzle them with olive oil and turmeric before baking. Scrambling eggs, cook them with turmeric and a bit of avocado oil. Small changes, big impact. But here's a word of caution: not all fats are created equal. Processed fats like margarine, vegetable shortening, hydrogenated oils, or anything deep-fried might technically help curcumin absorb, but they also increase inflammation, damage your arteries, and work against turmeric's natural healing properties. So even if you're absorbing more curcumin, you're introducing a new set of problems. This is why we focus on whole, clean, unprocessed fats. Olive oil supports heart health. Avocados nourish the brain. Omega-3s in salmon fight inflammation from multiple angles. When paired with turmeric, they become a true healing combination. Think of it like this: turmeric is the message of healing. Fat is the envelope. Without the envelope, the message doesn't get delivered. So next time you reach for turmeric, pause for just a second. Ask yourself, am I giving this the partner it needs to work? A spoonful of healthy fat might be the bridge between turmeric passing through and turmeric making a real difference inside your body. Because healing doesn't happen automatically. It happens when we create the right environment and give our bodies the right tools to heal, absorb, and restore. Turmeric knows what to do. It just needs your help getting there. If you've stayed with me all the way through this countdown, I just want to say you're doing something powerful for your health today. One step, one story, one choice at a time. And now, here's the sixth and final piece of the puzzle. It's something sweet, but not the kind we warned you about earlier. This one doesn't spike your blood sugar wildly. It doesn't trigger inflammation. In fact, when paired with turmeric, it might do the exact opposite. It's raw honey, not the clear, overly filtered kind, squeezed out of a plastic bottle with a cartoon bear on the label. I'm talking about cloudy, unfiltered, slightly textured raw honey, the kind that still carries the natural enzymes, antioxidants, trace minerals, and pollen. The kind that sits thick in a glass jar, smells like wildflowers, and tastes like something made by nature, not by machines. The kind our grandparents used to stir into hot tea, soothe a sore throat, or drizzle over warm porridge. And now, science is starting to confirm what tradition already knew. Raw honey doesn't just taste better, it works better. It brings its own healing properties, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and antioxidant benefits to the table. When paired with turmeric, raw honey not only improves the flavor and texture, but also amplifies turmeric's impact on the immune system, digestion, and joint health. Think about this: turmeric already helps reduce inflammation, but when combined with raw honey, it becomes more palatable and more likely to become a daily habit. And with turmeric, consistency is everything. You can have the best supplement or the highest quality curcumin, but if it's not something you enjoy enough to stick with, the benefits fade. Raw honey makes turmeric enjoyable. That matters more than you think. If you've ever tried turmeric tea or golden milk and found it too earthy or bitter, Try adding just a teaspoon of raw honey. It balances the flavor while enhancing the benefit. Mix turmeric and honey into warm, not boiling water to preserve the enzymes. Sip it slowly as a calming tonic in the evening. Or turn it into a golden paste by combining turmeric, raw honey, and a pinch of black pepper. Keep it in the fridge and take a spoonful each day like a natural vitamin. You can also add it to herbal teas with ginger or cinnamon, or drizzle turmeric honey over a bowl of oatmeal with chia seeds. It's warm, comforting, and deeply nourishing. For those dealing with seasonal allergies, sore throats, or digestive flare-ups, this combination may become one of your favorite gentle remedies. But remember, moderation matters. Even though raw honey is natural, it still contains sugar. For most older adults, about 1 teaspoon per day is both safe and beneficial, especially when it replaces something more processed, like flavored creamers, syrups, or artificial sweeteners. So, the next time you reach for turmeric, consider adding just a touch of raw honey, not just to sweeten the taste, but to strengthen the benefit. Because this combination isn't just about flavor. It's about creating a ritual of healing. A moment each day where you pause, nourish your body, and remind yourself that you're choosing to age with care, with intention, and with wisdom. Turmeric and raw honey aren't flashy, but together, they're powerful. Not just pleasant restorative, not just sweet smart. And when taken daily, they don't just help you feel better. They help you become better. Today, we uncovered something most people never consider: how the everyday foods we combine with turmeric can either block its healing or bring it to life. We explored 3 foods that quietly cancel out its power, and 3 that help curcumin work smarter, deeper, and longer inside your body. And if you've watched all the way through, I want to remind you, this isn't just about turmeric. It's about reclaiming your strength, one informed decision at a time. It's about tuning back in to what your body needs and giving it a real chance to heal. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. Because every small shift you make, swapping that dairy creamer, avoiding vinegar at the right time, adding a pinch of black pepper, is a step toward living with more comfort, clarity, and confidence. You've come this far. Don't stop now. If this video gave you a new insight or sparked a new habit, let me know by commenting one below. And if you think someone else could benefit from this gentle message, like the video, share it with someone you care about, and make sure you're subscribed, because your health journey is one we walk together. Next time, we'll reveal one common morning habit that could silently undo all your efforts. Yes, even the turmeric. Stay tuned.